Hey, there we go. Awesome. Hey guys, what's up? It is Leifule. I'm here with Stray Rogue
So,
and Pixel Moon.
It me.
Yep, it her.
every time we start a stream, I have to restrain myself from doing something stupid like just spouting out penis, 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 penis.
I mean, Moon doesn't stop herself, so
No,
why should you?
dicks.
I mean,
I'm only full of stupidity, so let's be real.
Yeah.
McCoy.
Bacon. But anyway, that aside, memes aside, and just Monica is also here watching the stream. Excellent.
It's just Monica.
Oh lord.
Whoa! I didn't know Zach could do a girl voice.
When he tries.
Yes,
Why didn't we get him to do a lady voice like for realsies last
Because he decided to not be real about it and instead be an ass about it.
time?
Just a
Fucking
little
wrecked.
bit. I mean,
Well, that'll
I've
work
been
out.
practicing my voice acting a little bit. I'm doing a
Oh.
Russian accent in my online D&D. So
Well, there you go.
I did a weird voice for the bird stream today, and I don't
Bird.
know if I could. I don't know if I could even fucking replicate it without looking at the character because that was the only place that the voice came from.
bird up.
It was a like a storky looking sort of doctor who was holding a very long syringe. Very scary.
Interesting.
So a plague doctor.
No, no, a mental health care physician actually, but that's fine.
Equally odd, though.
Equally
No,
odd.
don't do
It's like
this.
Chunsoft
Spike
wants to
Chunsoft.
come back.
Yeah, they want to do the preview again. So anyway, last time that we were here, let's see. We were once again with Sigma and Phi. Unfortunately, Alice was dead, and she was supposed to be our partner. Yes, because computer games need attract screens. I mean, yeah, and if you're idling that long, you know. Anyway, so Phi and Sigma ended up going into the security room after Kay knocked them out and just threw them in a random room because the other problem is Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover were all missing as well. They had not shown up yet. And Dio and Kay were also on a team together. Actually, we were supposed to be with Luna, not Alice. They were supposed to be with Alice. And she was dead.
Really?
And Luna was supposed to be with us, and she was dead.
Yeah.
So,
She was supposed to be with me.
yes.
It was always all ice.
We got tossed into a random room, and as we went through, it turned out to be the security room. We took a while to figure it out because I was being dumb and figuring that, oh no, like the passwords actually have to be words and shit, and no, they don't. They were literally just the passwords.
Which
To
I
be
think that's
fair.
kind of meh.
That was just a super big mislead, a red herring. But anyway.
Red herring.
Oh lord. But anyway, so the next thing that happened is Phi
A knee
decided
is a flat W.
anyway. Phi decided to start looking through things and found out that yes, there are recordings that Gulm managed to Gulm managed to record or save some of the security footage. So while looking through it, I think if I remember correctly, Sigma had like a weird moment and like passed out.
Yeah.
And
So-
then everything went right topsy-turvy, it did.
Yes. So Phi started looking through it and kind of pieced things together to figure out that, okay, there was basically like 20 minutes before shit went down. And the first thing you see is like, you see Clover and Luna going into the room that Alice was killed in. And then they go off screen. Clearly there's like an argument where Clover is yelling at Luna. And then Clover runs out alone. A couple seconds later, Dio shows up, runs in the room, goes off screen, comes back on screen to run out of the room. Then Kay shows up, goes off screen, and like 20 minutes later comes back on screen, and you see that it's literally the time in which right before he came to get you and Fi. So you can pretty much assume that he was trying to resuscitate Luna. But again, that's an assumption. And we left on a question that I was supposed to post a poll for, but did not. So, the question...
So basically, chat gets to answer it right now.
Yeah. The chat gets to answer this question. The person who killed Luna is... It's Clover, it's Dio, it's Kay.
I voted for Dio.
Zach votes for Dio.
It's me.
Moon votes for Luna. Luna killed herself.
She committed Sudoku.
Oh, Lord. I mean, yes, Pneumonica, it's a serious question. Marco, we need a real answer. That's right, we committed Sudoku in the first game.
Oh my god. I just remembered something I saw. In the meantime, while the chat figures out how they want to vote, I saw something on Tumblr that Tori got to experience.
Oh?
Tori was, having a good time on the Tumblrs, saying how much she loved stupid fucking Junpei because Junpei is a stupid fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then some kid just slid into her post and was like, "Hey, can I go fucking ape shit for a second?" And Tori's like, "Please don't."
Yeah.
And that was basically what happened. So the person misconstrued Tori and I guess the fandom at large for thinking that Junpei is actually a moron. I mean, Junpei's a kind of moron, but he's also smart. People are nuanced and characters can be as such. And this person literally went apeshit, like, on Tori's post, like, people keep thinking he's stupid and he's all these other things and blah, 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 and he's not stupid. And Tori's like, yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Great,
it's just like,
great input.
Hey kid, it was a joke. Chill your tatas.
They were so mad that Tori used one of the gifs where somebody had made Junpei dance.
By the way, there's a vote in the chat, so use !vote Clover, Dio, or Kay to vote. There you go.
Hey.
See, that's how you do it, kids.
Yep.
You thought it was a hard decision, but it was me, Dio.
It's a fact.
Alright, so 3 people voted for Dio, 1 person voted for Kay. So we're gonna go with Dio, but first...
I just thought you were gonna slap the fucking button for Kay and I was gonna lose my shit. It looked really, close. It was like, oh my god. Tori, no.
It's Kay! It's been Kay all along. But real quick before we do that, I need to go and turn some potatoes, so be right back.
Okay. Sure. That's a new
You're
euphemism.
a potato.
I'm a potato or is it Tori?
Are we still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Chad. How are you?
Becky, let me smash.
That is not relevant to this conversation.
It's not.
Zach is currently addicted to the Let Me Smash meme. It also counts into Monster Hunter because he wants to smash the monsters.
Alright, I'm back.
No, Tori wants to smash the monsters. I want to kill the monsters.
Why is the... What is happening? Yes, I want to smash the monsters with a hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but he's like, oh, it's sexual, so we're gonna go there.
Well, I meant... it did come on topic once or twice.
Come on topic.
So we're gonna...
Okay.
Oh lord, the sunlight's coming through. God damn it.
Oh no, the sun! My ancient enemy. It's actually Scott. He's climbing through Tori's window trying to visit her.
Is Scott bald?
Okay, anyway, the ninth lion
He's
cannot
not.
eat the sun fast enough.
Oh, nom nom.
Please. Anyway,
Wait,
so
what?
Dio.
Dio.
What makes you
Dio.
so sure?
Let me make sure that we get the volume mixer back.
Honey, have you met the man?
I know, right?
I mean, you lied to him so you can make an honest vote. He was up to something in there.
And you think that something was killing Luna?
Yeah.
It's not a very strong argument.
Your
Who
mom's
do
not a
you
strong
think it
argument.
is?
What was that, Moon?
Your mom's not a strong argument.
Fucking got him.
Got him.
Right now, the most likely
good joke,
suspect
right,
is
Tori?
Clover.
See, I would have voted Clover, but I didn't have enough time.
I mean, we should have asked her before we made a decision.
Well, she wanted to see where our critical thinking skills were.
Why? Lunico's still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
Pneumonica. It clearly wasn't Clover. Luna didn't have any anatomically superfluous axe holes.
Wow.
That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we
I
take
can tell
one
you who
other
it is
thing
right now.
into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
And what is that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand?
Dio knew that we had Luna's bracelet. Which would mean he also knew she was dead.
Well,
Or he also knew that she was, yeah.
I mean, that makes sense because, like, he went into the room. But also, like, if he was the killer, here's the thing. He would know that she's dead anyway because, like, he killed her. But
The
it would-
possibility.
Mhm.
We
But
were
I
the
mean-
last ones to see the room, right?
Yeah, we're the last ones to see the room.
So he could have deducted if maybe he went back for that we would have it.
But he didn't go
But-
back after us.
Okay.
Here's the thing though, he straight up lied and said, no, I was down here the whole time.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
instead of, telling people, oh shit, I found Luna dead. Which, a not guilty person would probably do.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least someone with a conscience.
Yeah. She was certainly dead after he left the room. There's possible question of her condition when he entered the room. Yeah, that's basically it.
Right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else.
Yep.
He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
Well, if he was a normal person, but also Dio's the type of guy who would probably just be like, well, sucks to be you guys.
That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna?
But he said nothing.
And actually, yeah, Kay did tell us about the body. He's the one who, after spending 20 minutes of trying to resuscitate her, he came to meet with us and told us about the body. Though, to be fair, spending 20 minutes resuscitating Luna is a little stupid.
He's a robot. He doesn't know.
A robot with amnesia.
Mhm.
Almost as if he never expected her to be there in the first place.
See, Marco, this is the problem when you watch multiple people playing the same game and you watch ahead.
Yeah, traitor.
Now, why would
I
he do
vote.
that?
What? You
I vote we betray Marco.
I can think of two reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters.
But then you would think that he'd be more surprised on the film. Like, you would see him hesitate more.
Yeah.
Unless
He
been
just
here before.
casually walked in like he owned the place.
Unless he's been here
Well,
before.
He didn't casually
Like-
walk in like he owned the place. He walked in like he was... He ran in like he was looking for something, like he was panicking.
I think he's a little confident.
Or he killed her himself. If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself.
That's true.
Most
He's
likely
not
he
that
would have
smart,
asked
though.
about her absence.
Yeah.
He isn't
Or
that
is he?
smart, but...
Or is he?
I would argue that, too.
I mean, he's almost as dumb as Junpei.
That's the thing. Junpei's pretty smart.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know who Zero is.
It's a joke. Wait, what? I didn't hear nothing.
My husband said that he is Zero Senior.
That
Okay,
Scott
so
is Zero Senior? Yes, I believe
Yes.
so next time we play Monster Hunter, I hit him with the Wavering Blast.
it. Exactly. And
Yeah.
not me. God damn it.
Look, I'm just showing you that I
Mm.
care.
Yes, you're showing me that you have a 100% mischance. I get it.
I mean, didn't you see my Twitter post?
This just reminds me of, like, when I was watching Lucifer and there's a scene where someone shoots a person behind another person and the person says, "That was a really good shot," and the one who shot the other person says, "Thanks, I was aiming for you."
Oof.
Maze? Is that you?
It wasn't Maze. I'm pretty sure it was Detective Decker that said that. It was either Decker or Ella, but I think it was Decker.
Detective Roger Davis.
Oh lord, not again. Alright, Pneumonica, have fun. But I would say that, like, Dio is lying about something, or I guess a couple of some things. But if I remember correctly, it's not killing Luna. But I could be misremembering.
Well, here's one thing that's been plaguing my mind.
Mhm.
She was just hit with the standard muscle relaxant, right? Not the mixture.
Yeah, she wasn't, so there's two poisons that are in the bracelet. Let's take a look here. So, that's not it. There's one that mentions it. Where is it? I swear to God, we already got it.
Well, it did say something about there being two chemicals on the bracelet one.
Mm-hmm. but it didn't say which chemicals. Because I want to say it's Soparel Beta. Oh, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. This is all new. Oh, this is actually important information. A small survival knife. It has myrmidons stamped into the flat of the blade. The blade length is 150 millimeters, width is 30 millimeters, thickness is 3 millimeters. There's blood on it, but whose blood? We know whose blood. This is the principle of causality. Nox's 10 Commandments. Memento Mori, Latin phrase which means to remember death / mortality. It's hourglass. Huh. Okay, gentle points, that was kind of dumb to tell us about, but I know what they're talking about. Is it?
Did you try supplementary
Yeah.
rules?
Either way, it's Soparel Beta and another chemical. Soparel Beta puts you into, like, a state of unconsciousness, essentially. And then the second chemical is the muscle relaxer, which will cause your heart to relax. Which, you know, that's not a good thing.
Well, it's a good thing up to a point. If you're unable to move at all while your heart is decreasing in rate, it just leads it to stop altogether.
I mean,
Well, that's the idea.
But
wouldn't relaxing it in general be bad because its beats per minute would just fucking flat?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like an opposite. Turbo Kurian,
Yes.
something like that. Pneumonic.
Tuberculine. Thank you, Pneumonica.
Yeah, but I mean, muscle relaxant is usually used on, to relax muscles. Like if you have muscle joint pains or something. Just straight up muscle relaxant won't kill someone.
That is an interesting thing that you would point out.
Luna's
I'm-
an alien.
I mean, if I had to guess anything, I would say Clover gave her the muscle relaxant to kind of get out of the way temporarily, and then Dio went in for the kill, seeing a helpless victim.
But she didn't have any stab wounds.
You don't need stab wounds to
You could have
strangulate
had the
someone.
But there was also no
Yeah.
evidence of, like, choking or anything that would have, you know...
He could have had the other drug.
Yeah, all she had was a needle wound.
He could have just.
Could have
That's the
just
thing.
asphyxiated
didn't-
her by. I'm sorry.
The thing is, we don't. The body's not that thoroughly checked. It's checked for obvious stuff because the game's not going to go into a whole shtick of you undressing Luna and
Mhm.
checking for any other, like, it's
Wounds.
always obvious stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
There's
that's
always
not
the-
NCIS.
yeah, but there's always the possibility that the game's gonna throw you a crazy loop and say, oh, you didn't turn over the receipt, so you get fucked.
Anyway, enough hypothesizing.
Yeah, let's get to the facts.
Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna.
Pneumonica, side note, if you count all the endings as being in timeline, this wouldn't be the first time Clover's killed someone with Soparel. That is true.
But we don't know which timeline this is ending out of.
Yeah,
because there were multiple timelines that.
I'll just say it's not the true ending.
Ah, okay.
Of course, this doesn't mean
That
he's
says a
innocent
lot.
of killing her. But it does make it seem a lot less likely.
Once again, when it comes to the true endings for these games, it is almost always the ending in which everyone survives. So if someone dies through the course of the game, it's not the true ending.
You say it almost every time.
Well, with the exception of 999, because the ninth man did die in every ending.
That's
Because he's a
fair.
catalyst to the plot.
Yeah, because it's relevant to the plot for him to die. With this game, it's the ending in which everyone survives. And with the next game, it's the ending in which everyone survives. But with 999, not all 9 people survived.
Gotcha.
So, if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
That when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman.
Fi's fishing so hard for this is just make me suspicious. I mean, Marco, okay, that is
That's
kind
me.
of true. I know, but no, Marco's thing before.
Oh, okay.
Technically
Oh.
true, not true for the third game. Technically, there's an ending where everyone survives. That is not technically the true ending. And that is technically true.
Spoilers.
Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess.
Incidentally, the ninth man's death means that Akane was a murderer as an adolescent and had been engineering that murder from her young childhood. I mean, yeah, that's entirely
But
true.
he deserved it. So fuck him.
I mean, he helped, kidnap and torture kids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop.
That could be possible.
Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We
A
don't have any
game
proof, so
theory!
keep it quiet, okay?
I mean, it literally is a game theory, though. It's a theory within a game.
Scott Deadass said that was Zach earlier.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So, Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover.
If she's not dead.
I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
Yep. They didn't exactly have much time to go through the door.
If she...
No.
Oh, she
Right.
is... She has to be.
I sure hope so.
Lots of dots. Many dots. Hmm. So the next time we run through this, we're gonna do the timing right, I promise. Because you guys are gonna have to do an on-the-spot vote of ally or betray, most likely. Since I'm sure we will
Yeah.
be barely an hour in. And you will have 5 minutes to vote.
Warehouse A.
Though, really, it shouldn't be that hard of a vote, because, you know, our other person is dead.
No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Vote ally.
Yeah. And then we find another body. Crew quarters.
I'm waiting for Sigma to call out to someone from across
You
the
search
door,
rooms 1 and 2.
and the reply to be ... thus indicating that Sigma heard an audible form of silence from across the door.
I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it.
Marco, stop spoiling things.
Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing.
Jesus, dude.
It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you.
Did Sigma go to war? What the fuck?
I turned and left the room.
I mean, he may as well have been. Like, this fucking... This game, like, if it were to happen in real life, you would probably have these same thoughts. Just be like, holy fucking shit, people are dying.
I just wouldn't stand in the
But,
room
like-
with the bodies, TBH.
But, like, also, I have to move on, because if I don't, I will die too.
Alice, Luna, Snake. Holy shit, how'd you get here? Where's your coffin?
I don't think we will, Marco. I think we only
No
have
good.
5 points.
No, we should be,
I
because
think we
we were
only
at
have
3.
5 points.
Well, we were at 3. We allied twice. That should put us at 7. One more ally would put us at 9.
Mm,
I
I'm
don't
bad
think-
at math.
I think Phi won't have enough points.
I don't know.
There's no one in 3 or 4.
We'll find out soon.
What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them except Alice and Luna. Dot dot dot. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against
What's
the
wrong?
wall.
Sorry.
I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
You need to get it together.
Okay, back. Sorry, the cat box went off, and then I accidentally clicked too fast.
What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody.
I kind of wish that they had had, like, this up-close frame for everybody in this game instead of the far-away one. But, like, I also get it as to why, because this is, like, suddenly really up-close and personal.
Let's go.
Yeah. You're right. Phi turned and head for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed.
Something's not right with the way Sigma's acting. Like, yes, I get the depression thing, but, like, he's kind of passing out. Seems overly fatigued. Oh boy, we're going
He's
into
got
the
like a
infirmary.
concussion.
Almost, yeah.
Infirmary. Where's the old lady body? The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat.
You, Monica. Mama, do you want me to lose a hand? No, my daughter needs that.
Hmm.
Don't worry, the void will take your hand for you.
Oh no no.
That's called fisting.
Whoa. Wow.
I mean, Monica and the Void are married.
Yep.
The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed.
I literally thought no bodies, yay, but of course it's the last thing you show. You evil, brilliant game. Yep.
Fact. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping.
Yep.
Oh yeah, buddy. That's totally a comfy spot.
The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of, sorry, text deteriorated. Is that bed?
Yes. Let me see if I can switch it again.
Okay. Yeah, it keeps like auto switching this to like
720, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because the internet connection is like dropping or something. Is it better now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. I mean, they're right there.
Well, you closed your eyes, so... I don't know about you, Zach, but when I close my eyes, everything goes away.
Yeah, but closing your eyes and seeing someone has a lot more impact when you haven't seen them for a while.
Yeah. Like, I get it, but also...
Yeah, I get it. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
Sorry, I was responding to Pneumonica.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
Which means whoever killed them also knows about the security cameras.
And that person might be a robot.
And that person might have done all this when you were sleeping and then come back and told you all about the security cameras.
They're handcuffed together.
I mean, yeah, the door was open, wasn't it?
Yeah?
She could have left. She could have come out and done this. Maybe it was Phi all along.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Or a scalpel. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound.
Marco, Alice or Luna were the only ones with us with Gollum, but we didn't spill everything we knew about that situation. But to know the camera position had to be a Golem or a mastermind.
I don't see any others, at least.
Or someone who would have hacked the schematics for this base. I mean,
what were the other two rooms that we missed?
yeah.
If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them.
Or someone who can see the fourth wall, since that's where all the cameras are. Hey, Sigma did it.
Wow.
Confirmed, Sigma is 0. The needles in the bracelets activated, and
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected.
Oof, you can see the scratches of Clover trying to get things off.
Mm-hmm.
Clover was
Sort
trying to
of.
be like New Monica and chew her hand off.
Yep.
The
Even though-
Tubacurian must have killed them.
Even though?
Mine's super JPEG.
Oh.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's better.
It switched back to 720.
Much better.
I hadn't switched anything yet, so. Speaking of chewing hands off, New Monica, how's yours doing?
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
The filed thing may be some else how the room in another timeline came back and decided to kill them for some reason. Well,
It's not how things work.
I don't think so. Oh, the field thing. The morphogenetic field. Yeah, I don't think it works like that necessarily.
I think what it was is Phi knew that this timeline was not the correct timeline for everyone to escape, so she just wanted to kill someone to restart.
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point.
That is an interesting point, because they wouldn't have been able to get through the doors without Quark, so...
Maybe it was just Ark. Still haven't fucking found him.
True.
What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
Well, I mean, of course, Clover is dead. You find something?
Yeah.
Phi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet.
Oh no.
I don't remember who that belongs to.
Didn't it belong to Quark? Yep. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no. Hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Something isn't adding up here.
Thank you, Zero Jr. No.
He's super fucking dead. Nina?
No.
I thought I heard a cat meow.
Nope.
This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Nothing like children death. Am I right, guys?
Yep.
Hey, Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
ray of hope?
3 people you can't kill in video games. Children, old ladies, and love interests. Oh wait, Zero Escape. Right.
Yeah.
All 3 of those were killed.
Yeah.
Just thought of something. The muscle relaxant. What if it could relax someone's heart so much that it seemed like it stopped beating altogether?
I mean, that was the implied result of it.
Anyway.
If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when our heart stops, or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP.
You do indeed.
Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here?
Okay,
Fucking
to be fair,
God.
that does sound a little ridiculous. Because the door only opens once. You don't have that long to go through it.
No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once.
God damn it. I predicted the game.
Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Why do you gotta be a bitch?
Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh?
Did you even see any bodies?
You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Heh. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be.
He's only
Press
a
X to
kid!
doubt. Press X to doubt.
For anyone who's watching the chat and saw that. Go on, chat. Press X to doubt. F.
Moan. Moan.
Kid's dead. They killed kids already in these games.
It's okay, she's paying her respects. No, Mnemonica, Q isn't until the next game.
No. It's Q is a X. If you think of Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Well, not as
WTF.
Well, no, because that one episode where
Mhm.
Ed is put in charge of the scam. No, Mnemonica, it's an Ed, Ed, and Eddie reference. Get over it.
Mnemonica, hold on,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Q was not in the first game. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh! I got it.
wait, I remember. I remember.
The door.
The boy.
The door. It wasn't a 9, it was a Q. Shit, that means we never found the door with a 9 on it. If both of them were Q.
No, we did. In the chapel.
No, that means we didn't find the door with a 9 on it because both doors were a Q.
No, the last door in the furnace was a Q. The doors before that
Oh.
were 9s.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. There were 2 9 doors and then there was a Q door. Got it.
I deadass do not remember anything with a Q, so y'all are.
But Q is also in the
confusing me.
next game.
Yeah, spoilers.
Oh no, it's not like you couldn't have fucking, like, literally seen that just by seeing an advert for the game.
I haven't seen anything of the next game.
He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't.
Is she gonna cry? Can we see
Can't let
this?
an innocent kid like
Maybe.
that get killed.
What are you, a cop?
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words.
Did the
It's super
quality go
pixelated
back?
again.
I wish there was something I could do, but I can't. Like, every time I switch it, it doesn't seem to do much.
Oh, what's between you and me? It's Mamia.
Hmm?
Does it? Okay, so west, south, east, central. Let's see where else we got.
No, you, cut out.
I was saying what's between you and me is Mountain Time, but they don't have it listed as such.
Oh.
U.S. Central is like me.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be pixelating for Rogue because he's also on the West Coast, so.
Discord's having a problem.
Yeah, it is. Okay. And had deserved to die, but swallowed my words.
Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
I mean, I would also like to point out that we haven't heard the announcement of the AB gate opening, so we have time.
Clues.
What kind of clues?
To who might have killed them?
And I'm curious about something. Okay.
Man, this could still be like 2 episodes.
Yeah. That's if we don't hit a lock first. Which I have a feeling we will. Because like I said, we don't have the correct endings to be able to complete this route.
Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
Yeah. And if the killer took it, again, would also make for an obvious motive, so why did the killer leave it behind? I mean, Marco, I agree.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it?
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fine knelt down next to Clover as she spoke, and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood.
I can't fucking see what it is.
Is it pixelated? Moon, are you still there?
Hello?
I mean,
Hi?
Hi.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Okay.
I just switched it to central. Let's see if that works.
Oh my god, I can see it like in perfect HD. The fuck?
there we go.
How about you, Zach? Can you see it in perfect HD?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says 910. Or
No, it says
016.
Dio. It
Hmm.
must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
Huh?
016.
Two Milkmen Go Comedy.
016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a Soparil.
It's fucking Dio.
They're
You don't
written
have to be a
minutes
mastermind
before
to
she went
know.
all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
Zero 016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it were Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about the old woman we found? Who killed her?
I mean, Marco, Phi also has 3 letters in their name.
Yeah, but hers would be freaking like
146.
146.
I know, but Marco asked, who is the only person with 3 letters in their name? Well, Phi and Dio.
My mom and my mom. My mom's name is Carolyn.
That isn't them.
Hmm.
The movement of the AB rooms makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when wouldn't she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna is dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera, paired with Dio's behavior, makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. God damn, you're all so dumb. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. Does anyone have a mirror? No, of course they don't. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Is this the wall?
Okay,
Let's go back in time.
Zach, once more with feeling.
What the hell does any of this mean?
There you go.
Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior?
Much better.
What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries. 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 I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Fi. Give me something. Anything. A clue. A hint. Come on, you gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Marco, you have a lot of these to do if these are all conditions you have to get before continuing this ending. So if I remember
Marco,
correctly,
that's like literally the whole game.
yeah, if I remember correctly, so like I said before, this game has 22 different endings, including bad endings and locked endings. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 actual endings, there are 12. And we need to get at least 1, 2, 3, 4 different endings to get the actual ending for this. And the actual ending for Luna's is required to get Phi's actual ending. Though there is a way, the endings we can get without having to get anybody else's are Clover, Dio, the laboratory, and Phi's ending number 1. But I'm not going to tell you guys how to get those. We have to guess that.
I see.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, there's 5 endings we have to get before we can get this one. This is, like, the one ending that is the most fuck you. I don't know. Which one is the worst ending, Marco?
How about we just continue this before
Yeah.
more spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
Nope.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So
So?
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean
Sigma, please.
the rec room.
There you go, Sigma.
Scott
Fine,
just
I
yelled.
raced for the door.
What was that, Moon?
Scott just yelled, "God damn it!"
Why?
Because he's watching the stream, right?
Yeah, he is watching the stream.
Oh. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going.
Did it pixelate again?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so it only seems to pixelate whenever I'm actually in the game. As soon as I click over into Discord, it unpixelates.
I think what it is the refresh isn't catching up every time the screen shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found wouldn't be a breakthrough. The breakthrough I've been looking for.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Deep breaths.
All right, I remember this room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
mm.
Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I had seen, a room full of corpse had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. The laugh made me think, was laughter in the situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning sign meant to help the body avoid death. But when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. Hello?
Hello,
Check 1, 2.
Tori.
Sorry, had a sudden call from parents upstairs. Because they wanted to let me know
Everything
that they
alright?
made fish. Yeah. They wanted to let me know that they made fish.
But when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated, and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah. You're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person.
I'm gonna real quick see if I can't minimize that so I can keep an eye on it. There we go.
The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
It is tense.
I didn't think it before, but I'm thinking it kind of right now.
Alright, then... Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Vi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the White Door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. The few minutes in the security office when I rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute, and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. 2 things, actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
A knife?
Yeah.
Wowie zowie.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
The Fire Emblem knife, says Marco.
Right.
It's true.
From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers they gave us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
I know, Scott, I know.
Right.
We both just screamed IRL.
It's...
So if they match... Sorry.
Go ahead.
So if they match, that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
This game is very hand-holdy sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
I don't...
Dot.
Marco, I don't understand.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have... gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why did he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had the knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Oh, you know who killed the old lady. Gotcha.
Shush, Marco.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why did he just take the knife? Why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see? They can come back and get it later.
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife
Bitch.
and
The luminol?
this.
Oh.
Which would have been on Alice's body.
Yeah, that's not great.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
Wait, I thought Luna had it.
Nope. We gave it to Alice.
We found it in the Golem Bay.
We didn't give it to her. She just took it.
True.
She hid it between her titties. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my god.
Before I had time to prepare
I wanna
myself,
see something fun.
Fi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But
Ugh.
Oh.
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so.
More like it was
Anyway, the
tied
key fits
to
perfectly.
fucking Kay's heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Because Kay's the only person who doesn't have a bracelet that can be removed.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
Marco. Oh, I just got cucked.
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like. We
Yeah.
won't know that it's actually 7.
Oh.
No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
How shitty would that be for that poor man to lose his
God, I
memory
know.
twice in a lifetime?
God, mood
We
though.
won't know that it's actually a snake. I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
Mm-mm.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look.
What is it?
A spray bottle with luminol in it.
Mm.
Dun dun dun! That's a 110 Myoji had.
I mean, they could all look the same, though. Like, there's an entire case of them over there.
Yeah, but
No, this is just for people who are too stupid, okay? Fee and Sigma, too stupid.
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Tori, can you do the thing?
Did it clear up?
Thank you. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist.
The underside of the bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with
Oh
luminol?
my god.
It doesn't make sense.
He snuck in?
What?
He snuck in
He snuck in what?
the game.
What?
I think that bracelet belonged to a certain granny.
Oh, snap.
Huh.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
It's an interesting leap to make from that.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which was it,
No
or
idea.
which it was.
But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Really?
Kay, perhaps? After he was
Perhaps.
attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, Then
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
Well, no, because it's being run by a computer, so...
I knew that was gonna happen.
Ambidex gate has been opened.
What?
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate?
But why would he bother? No,
You wanna
Marco,
know?
it's not automated. You need to use a card in order to open the gates. That's the whole reason for going through the rooms and solving the puzzles, is to get a card so you can open the gates and proceed with the voting.
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
Ah. Yeah, the game is
I know.
automated. Oh.
Yeah. I know, I'm coming.
But yeah, the game is automated in the sense that, like, Zero Jr., or sorry, Zero the Third is running it. So it's being run by an AI.
Otacon, I'm on the way.
And it would still operate based off of Zero Senior's last orders. So, Zero Senior doesn't need to be alive.
What if Zero Senior isn't a player?
We already went through
'Cause-
that.
I mean,
We already went through that line of thinking.
There's a large possibility, but
Warehouse A.
You don't have
it's
to
really
read
a
those, by the
50-50
way.
split.
I know I don't have to, but I want to.
Okay.
Damn it! There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open the AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them?
Right.
And there should have been two.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all, then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much
I mean,
more
you don't
likely
know
they had a
him.
key card after they died.
Oh, Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
I mean, he has to come back here in 45 minutes anyway. Well, actually, no, he doesn't, because he doesn't have a bracelet on anymore. So, he's exempt from the game.
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? What if
Well,
he went to go get the number 9 bracelet back, and then he went,
so his bracelet.
Yeah, so he opened the door to distract them to go get the number 9 bracelet.
Don't call it the number 9 bracelet because it's not the number 9 bracelet. It's his bracelet.
I'm calling it the number 9 bracelet.
Nope. Wrong game.
Ah. The room Dion K investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Or he could be in the security room. Alright, let's move. The door says Director's Office.
Probably belongs to the director.
I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say Director on the back. I've always wanted to send one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai latte, soy latte. Now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Oh, Sigma.
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
Bitch, did I ask though?
I just said I'm gonna do it so you could prepare.
Oh, that's not a little creepy at all.
Nope.
Oh, you know, not at all.
Tori, can you do the thing?
Is it
Thank
good?
you.
Okay.
Huh.
There's no one here.
1 second, I gotta let a screaming kitty out.
Okay.
Oh, so there was a cat screaming. I just thought it was fucking insane.
I mean, it wasn't my cat screaming. I didn't say there wasn't a cat screaming. It just wasn't my cat.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right, Marco? Dude, okay, so literally, chai lattes with vanilla are super baller. Like, I fucking love them. They're my favorite drink and pretty much the only thing I drink when I go to Starbucks. Granted, I do it with soy because I can't drink regular milk. But I also have now downgraded it to doing only half the amount of vanilla because I think, if I remember correctly, Starbucks started doing it where, like, they have the flavored soy drinks. So, like, they actually have a vanilla soy that they use in it.
Vanilla soy and what?
In chai tea latte.
Ah, gotcha.
Because Marco said, I tried a vanilla chai for the first time a while ago and it was super good. And it's like, yeah, it super is. And it's, you know, half the caffeine of your normal espresso drinks and cup of coffee.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
It's a really old computer, too.
Yeah, it is.
Considering, like, all the advanced shit we've seen.
What the hell is this?
A
Oh,
lion.
lion eating the sun.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, is biting.
A sun?
It has a couple input fields for user ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought.
I've had photosynthesis. Dot dot dot.
Sorry, I thought I heard Moon make a noise.
I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. You can't get anywhere without a password.
It's true.
Bitch.
Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
And keep in mind, you only have so much time before the Ambidex gates close, and then you're both dead.
Yep. I turned and headed off towards the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay, and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, and the ninth line, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe. Memento mori. Remember death.
Memento mori.
It's doing the thing again.
Remember death.
Yep. Memento mori. Remember death.
Memento mori.
Memento mori. Remember death. Oh.
I mean, we don't have the password.
What if we knew the password, though?
If you got it from looking it up, you can't use it.
Really?
Yeah, that's cheating.
The game won't acknowledge it even if correct.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, logistically, per how the game works, it wouldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Because, Zach, you can't... I'm also not allowing it, personally.
I mean, I'm not going to.
Okay.
'Cause that just ruins all the fun.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, if you knew it, I mean... Is it the
There's
first
no
letter of
permitted
everyone
ending
we
for
saw in order? Says Marco. Considering that there is, you know, a lock here, like a literal lock on the game, I doubt it would even let us, even if we had the password.
Moon, do you got anything?
But I understand the futility of this exercise because the game wants you to play into its hands of understanding time stream jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you came back to this game, like from playing it just before, and like it cleared your save, and then got to this point and plugged in the password, it doesn't want you to know the password right now. This Sigma cannot possibly know the password. Just like how Junpei couldn't possibly have known XYZ thing in the original game.
So what do we do then?
You try and back out, or you just back out immediately because there's no possible way to enter anything.
Okay, well then I guess back out.
Sorry, I was looking over things. That it's funny, even like the guide that I have that shows me all the endings, refuses to list the password. Marco says enter butts. Okay. No. Sorry, Marco.
It was no good.
But to be fair, with knowing who Zero is, I would not be surprised if the password was butts. Ah.
I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before.
To be
Ah.
continued.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, well I have one question.
Okay.
Can we go back in the timeline and do that little dip to the side? I mean,
The
hypothetically.
little tiny offshoot.
That one?
Yeah.
We can, but we're gonna take a break real quick.